살인 충동을 혹시 언제부터 느끼신 걸까요?
피해자는 유가족께 할 말 없습니까?
피해자와 유가족분들에게 전 진심으로 죄송합니다.
살해 후에 여러 차례 집을 오가셨는데 혹시 이유가 있었을까요?
실종 사건으로 위장하려고 했습니까?
제정신이 아니었던 것 같습니다. 죄송합니다.
In a chilling and unusual case, a young woman in her 20s lost her life at the hands of another woman who, unbelievably, committed the act solely to experience what it was like to take someone's life. This shocking incident unfolded in Busan, South Korea, on May 26, 2023, involving a 23-year-old perpetrator named Jung Yoo-jung. She stands accused of adopting a false identity as a student to carry out the murder of her tutor, driven purely by morbid curiosity. Jung Yoo-jung, a 23-year-old woman from Busan, South Korea, had a tough start in life. Raised by her grandfather, she attended Kunga Girls High School, where she was known as a bit peculiar and kept to herself. After school, she remained unemployed for 5 years, preparing for a civil service exam, which is a requirement for jobs in the civil service industry. Despite her isolation and lack of social plans, Yoo-jung developed a keen interest in true crime, owning many books and novels on murder cases. She even became obsessed with certain serial killers. Data analysts discovered that she was extremely lonely, having almost no contacts or messages on her phone. In the months leading up to her crime, Yoo-jung made concerning online searches like "How to murder someone," "Murder without a body," and "The perfect murder." When investigators found these, her family pressured her to confess. At first, she claimed someone threatened her, but eventually, she admitted to having an uncontrollable urge to kill out of morbid curiosity. Yoo-jung's motivation was pure morbid curiosity. She was curious about what it was like to murder someone. This explains why she chose a stranger as her target. Jung had been aggressively hunting for victims using the online tutoring app for months. For in-home lessons, more than 50 people, largely women, were approached. In May, she assumed a new identity, posing as a concerned mother looking for English tutoring for her high school student. During this deception, Jung reached out to a 26-year-old victim in the southeastern city of Busan. Jung's deceptive tactics caught up with the victim, a university student and freelance tutor. Jung approached her victim through a tutoring app, pretending to be a parent looking for English lessons for her child. On Wednesday, May 26th, Jung went to the victim's residence disguised as a student. Jung, to blend in, she purchased a school uniform and pretended to be a student. Security cameras caught her transporting a bag from her home to the victim's location, apparently to transfer and dispose of the body. Her short stature, combined with the uniform, likely led the victim to mistake her for a middle school student, making it easier for Jung to gain access. Once inside, the situation became scary. Jung started a violent assault on the naive teacher, stabbing her almost 100 times. Surprisingly, the assault persisted even after the victim had died as a result of the inhumanity. To further cloud her trail, Jung strategically visited a nearby supermarket before this incident, acquiring rolls of huge garbage bags and bottles of bleach. These seemingly innocuous items were part of her premeditated attempt to destroy any evidence that linked her to the crime. The sinister twist came as Jung changed out of the blood-stained uniform before leaving the crime scene. This calculated move aimed to evade suspicion. The victim, unfortunately, became another unsuspecting casualty of Jung's elaborate scheme and died at the spot. With a methodical approach, Jung meticulously cut up and dismembered her victim before placing some body parts in the infamous suitcase that she brought along with her. Jung's attempts to conceal her heinous act took a dark turn when she hailed a taxi to throw the blood-soaked suitcase into the Nakdong River in a secluded wooded area. In a calculated move, she mistakenly thought she had covered her tracks, but she wasn't going to get away with this murder so easily. The taxi driver sensed something was amiss when he saw blood dripping from the suitcase. Jung's behavior raised red flags, prompting the vigilant driver to report the suspicious incident to the police. This critical error led to Jung's undoing, as law enforcement swiftly intervened to unravel the unsettling truth behind the gruesome act. Little did she know that this ruthless act would draw the attention of authorities and pave the way to her eventual arrest. This unexpected revelation shattered Jung's illusion of a perfect crime, exposing the sinister reality of her actions and the devastating aftermath that ensued. Jung was arrested as soon as the vigilant taxi driver tipped off the police about a blood-soaked suitcase dumped in the woods. The police, upon apprehending Jung, revealed a series of chilling details about her actions. According to law enforcement, Jung, who disguised herself in a school uniform, deceived her victim, most likely convincing her that she was a middle school student. The authorities also revealed that Jung had spent months researching how to commit murder and dispose of a body. Surprisingly, she made no attempt to avoid the security cameras, which recorded her entering and departing the tutor's home. During interrogation, Jung admitted to the crime but asked for leniency, blaming her actions on hallucinations and mental illnesses. The judge, however, rejected her appeal, citing the crime's meticulous planning. Jung's contradictory claims undermined her case even further, initially alleging someone else committed the crime and subsequently stating it happened after an argument. Ultimately, she admitted that her fascination with crime shows and TV programs fueled her desire to kill. Despite South Korea having the death penalty, it hasn't been executed since 1997. Authorities revealed that Jung's premeditated crime was driven by an obsession with murder, gleaned from TV programs and books. The police, conducting tests to determine if she is a psychopath, uncovered her extensive internet searches for tips on hiding a dead body over the previous 3 months. Jung's use of crime novels and television programs as research tools became apparent from her library record, showcasing borrowed crime stories leading up to the attack. Police asserted that she attempted to make the victim's disappearance seem natural, holding onto the victim's mobile phone, Idaho card, and wallet to create a facade of a perfect crime. However, her efforts unraveled when the suspicious taxi driver alerted the authorities, leading to the discovery of blood-stained clothes in the retrieved suitcase and remaining body parts at Jung's residence. Painting a picture of isolation, the police described Jung as a loner and recluse, unemployed since high school graduation 5 years ago. As she was escorted out of the detention center for prosecution, Jung expressed remorse, stating she felt really sorry for the victim's family and acknowledging she might have been out of her mind when attempting to cover up the murder. In the wake of this shocking revelation, the case of Jung Yoo-jung serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers that can stem from obsessions and the importance of mental health awareness in preventing such gruesome acts. Jung was publicly identified on June 8, 2023, after committing a gruesome crime on May 26, 2023. Jung Yoo-jung was given a life imprisonment sentence, the consequences of being convicted of murder, desecration, and abandoning a corpse. The judge at the Busan District Court emphasized the disturbing nature of the crime, highlighting that Yoo-jung committed the murder without any prior connection to the victim, driven solely by her twisted motives. As part of her sentence, she must wear a tracking device for 30 years. The judge also noted that the crime sowed general distrust within the South Korean community, underlining the profound impact of such a heinous act. This disturbing case sheds light on the dangers that can lurk behind seemingly innocent interactions, urging society to be vigilant. The betrayal of trust and the brutality inflicted in this instance underscore the importance of being cautious, especially in online interactions, and the need for enhanced safety measures to protect potential victims from such calculated perpetrators.